Okay, everybody, we're live. So guys, as you're coming on, just let me know. And so let me know that you can see me and hear me okay. Just let the team know that we're live and they will start sending this out. You probably noticed today I'm doing it a bit differently, guys. I'm doing it from the Facebook page. The reason for this is because doing it from the Facebook page allows us to actually swipe it off of Facebook, move it across, put it on YouTube so that everybody over there can see it. We can add it to a YouTube channel, and of course you can actually share this as well, guys. So please do share. So we can obviously make it all go public as well. People that are looking, that have obviously seen the company, that are looking at the company, that want to know questions as well, now is the ideal time to do it. As you can see, again, I'm in my dining room. I've been kicked out to the dining room because the kids are upstairs trying to go to sleep. So we will just give it a couple of minutes before we start. Just waiting for it being shared out across all of our relevant business groups. As you're coming on, guys, just say hello and let me know that you can see and hear me okay, though, please. Okay, people starting coming in now. Good. Should just give it 1 minute. Hey, Jericho, hope you're well. Remember, guys, as you're coming on, please just let me know that you can see me and hear me okay. We're going to go through, like it says up in the description, guys, we're going to go through a Q&A, everything and anything, Polaris Universal, top to bottom, whether that's about my passive trades, Eureka blockchain, the exchange, Chatterbox, absolutely everything, guys. You can ask me anything about anything that you like. I'm here to, that's what I'm here to do, is to go through and answer all of your questions. I was hoping to actually do one of these yesterday. I'm very sorry I didn't get a chance to do it. I had a couple of other calls already scheduled. By the time it was actually at parents' evening and that too, in the evening, and I had a call with programming meeting. So we've done that, and then by the time I got back and finished the other calls, it was getting far too late into the night. So here we are. We can get through and we can get it all cracked today. Okay, so our numbers are starting to come up, which is brilliant to see. Yeah, I can see quite a lot of people are still jumping on though, guys. So I'm not going to jump ahead too much yet. I will just let it go for the minute until we are pretty much there. All right, so hello Abdul, hello Florian, hello John, hope you're all well. Everything is loud and clear from Ghana, Africa. There we go, guys. My voice really does spread that far. I guarantee I'm sure you've probably got considerably better weather than what we have at the minute too. Hello Carl, hope you're well. Hello Asif, hope you're well. Or that name Bulgarian? I'm guessing, is that Bulgarian or Greek? One of the two, I think. Anyway, hello. I can't quite pronounce the name, but hello all the same. Sorry. Florian Manuel. All right, guys. So yeah, numbers are coming up, so that's good. All right, we will get started. Updates. As you all know, 5 days ago we launched our centralized exchange. As with every launch, it hasn't been exactly 100% perfect. I don't think any launch ever really has, guys. But a lot of the bugs have all been cleared out now, guys. Yes, there was a bug with the withdrawals. The whole withdrawal system with the exchange is obviously it's a really complicated thing, because a lot of it goes around kind of like a lot of it's based around security functions and everything like that. So don't panic. They've all been approved. They're all on their way to you if you've not already received it. And now things should be flowing considerably better. There wasn't necessarily a quick fix, but it was a matter of getting it, whilst we could see what the problem was, getting it fixed there and then. So yeah, that's all sorted. You might have noticed that the site's been running a little bit slower today for the exchange. Again, don't panic. That's just because of the actual work that's been going on with regards to, like what I was just saying, with the withdrawals and the other little bugs that we'd found. Yes, Eureka, go and check it out. It is definitely launched. And yeah, guys, seriously, it's extraordinary. True. This is absolute truth. And you can see it for yourself. Nabil actually did a trade. He was doing a video of how to do a trade, and I think it was the BTC USDT markets. And he went and placed a trade, and in under a second, he put a buy order first, and in under a second it had sold. Yeah, it had been bought. Sorry, he put a buy order, and within a second he had bought an order, updated his balance. He then went on to show a sell order. No word of a lie, guys, he put it in and it actually went through quicker than what the buy order did as well. The liquidity on that is absolutely massive. It is a machine. To remember, this is week 1 and we've already got this, you know, where we're going to be. Our target is to implement 2 more every single month. That's 2 more liquidity providers, 2 more exchanges that we're going to bring into our one hub of EurecaX. So to be where we are now with 2 exchanges, realistically within a month we're going to be looking at 4. 3 months we're going to be looking at 8. You know, that's the liquidity and volume of all of those 8 exchanges or 4 exchanges, whatever, put into one. Most of these top exchanges have an average of about $1 billion in volume daily. So to kind of counteract that, you're talking about EurecaX being one exchange with $8 billion of volume. Let's move on a little bit from EurecaX, because I'm sure there's going to be questions about that. So we'll be coming back across everything too. Are we allowed to cash out BTC? Eureka, of course you can. You know, there is if you talk about ERK, and obviously there's markets against all of them, but equally you can fund any of the coins that are paired, and you can trade on there. You'll have a brilliant trading experience, to be fair, especially if you're doing it in any of the major pairs, major cryptos that are listed on there. Absolutely extraordinary experience. Okay, let's go to my passive trades. My passive trades is doing brilliant as always, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, trading, obviously you've seen from the Forex side, it's been a good week. Crypto, you know, massive buy flags been going up over the last week or so, really. Buying BTC at like $7,500 thereabouts. Yeah, it's an incredible position to be in. Carl, I'll come back to your question in a minute, buddy. Yeah, so it's been absolutely incredible. The site, as you know, has had a number of updates on it. The servers have been all updated. There's lots of little tweaks and things that you can see going on. In particular, something in particular actually that I will discuss about MPT. This coming week, I think probably on Thursday or maybe Friday, and every week after that, I've actually nearly finished off now. I've put together a whole presentation with slides and everything like that. I will actually be doing a webinar that will be for prospects every single week. Okay, so it will make it considerably easier for everybody in advertising and everybody promoting and building your teams, because you'll have somewhere to guide them to. And I will be going through there. It'll probably last about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and it will go through the entire business opportunity. After I have done it, I will actually release the slides so that anybody who wishes to do and make videos for it themselves will be able to do so. So realistically, slides probably, let's say at the weekend, slides can start being sent out. The PDF that we've been asked for, the PDF has been, a draft of the PDF has been completed. It's been passed on to our legal advisors, of who will actually go through everything and make sure that they are fully happy with everything. Then that will be able to be released. I don't exactly want to put a time frame on that, but I'm thinking probably very early next week. Taking a little bit longer than we expected, but not too much. Obviously a lot going on at the minute. You may have already seen on our YouTube channel a lot of there's a lot of new ones. Lydia's gone through and made an awful lot of them as well. Tutorials for how-tos for my passive trades, everything from the absolute beginning right the way through to till the more complicated stuff at the end will be done. How to fund, how to withdraw, how to find your referrals, how to see your dashboard, how to make, how to use your advertising. Everything top to bottom will actually be covered within this. So this is all going onto a page that's going to be external to the site, but there's going to be a link to it directly in the site. So you'll be able to click the link and it will take you through to a full support center where literally 99% of your questions should be able to be answered in there. I'm also putting together a presentation that's going to be going into the website in a video format, which will go through and discuss the trading tree, how it works, what it is, what it's all about, how you can earn from it, what the product is, etc., etc., so that we can avoid all confusion on that. But yeah, all in all, guys, everything's going really, really well. My passive trades is on absolute fire. We have, I saw someone posting earlier, over 18,500 members now. So we are growing at a rapid rate, which is absolutely fantastic. You know, we've been going now for just over a year, and you know, we're stronger today than what we were the day that we first started. And not many opportunities can kind of say that. Not many businesses can say that. So I'm going to come, because I can see a few questions. I'm sorry if I jump between different projects or different parts and aspects of Polaris, but I'm gonna go through and ask the questions as I'm kind of doing some general information as well. What's the daily volume for the first 5 days? Carl, the daily volume, to be honest, on the first 5 days is probably about $75,000–$80,000. It's not massive, but obviously it literally only just started. We had some delays to launch, as you know. We didn't massively publicize the launch either. And that was almost on purpose, guys, okay? Because you know, at launch, everybody does that rushing thing. They try to get in, rushing everything like that. So we didn't really heavily publicize it, so that, you know, our members have generally gone through, and quite a few have gone through, and it's given us a chance to really make sure in the live site we found the first few bugs that we expected to. You know, you're always going to find bugs over the first few days, no matter what project you're launching, really. So yeah, found them, getting them all done. And yeah, now it's pretty much ready, and it will be smooth sailing. Waiting for Android version of Eureka Wallet. Waiting for Android version of Eureka Wallet. Okay, it's a Chrome extension, mate, so you can do it on your mobile phone already. There's not an Android or an iOS version for the Eureka Wallet. It is a light wallet, so it's a Chrome extension. It's exactly the same pretty much as MetaMask. So just you can download it through the App Store in that sense too. But it's more of an extension. You don't. It doesn't matter whether it's iOS, whether it's phone, whether you're doing it on a computer. It's as long as you've got internet, you'll be able to connect to it. Hello, Paul. Hope you're well. Hello, Dennis. Bart's looking in. Sorry, Jan looking in. Bart Jensen. Sorry, Jan's looking in. Mohammed. Bart was there too. Eureka. I have a Eureka account, but I have to educate myself on it. Being so focused in MPT. Yeah, guys, obviously don't oversee Eureka. Do look into it. Do look what it's all about, because it's a massive project with absolute bags and bags of potential, to be honest. Ridiculous amounts. My honest opinion, I mean, it's better than it's better than the technology-wise, it's better than the Bitcoin network and the Ethereum network put together. It is a deflationary currency. It is backed by its own centralized exchange, social media platform, decentralized exchange, property portal, among many other things to come. It has its own wallet, etc., etc., etc. It is a real business. It is a real coin with real principles behind it. It's very fast. It's incredibly fast, actually. It's incredibly fast. It's proof of stake. All of these things that are, that lots of people like to use for selling points. It's got this as its basics. Other projects can build over the top of the blockchain. There's many strengths to it. Javel, nice to see you too. How about max withdrawal limits per day? Can we set a limit on it? No, we've never had any intention of setting a limit on max withdrawals per day. You can only have one withdrawal per day, but there's no limit as to the amount that can be. And to be honest with you, we don't really want to set one, because it's your money. The system is sustainable. The system does what it's meant to do. The profits that we make are profits that are actually made. Therefore, it's not really adding if you want to build your account up, you can build your account up. There's no need for us to have a withdrawal limit. It's not something that's needed, and it's not really something that's wanted by those, obviously, that wish to build their thing up to. The main thing, Joel, to take into contrast with that is that, unlike many other of these type of model systems out there, my passive trades actually makes the profit that it needs to remain sustainable. It's not Peter paying Paul. It's actually making those profits for those payouts. Thank you so much for creating this company. I guess the haters were dead wrong to say MPT. I mean, anybody can say MPT actually scam, because it went down for an hour whilst we were doing system updates, just to try and upsell and promote something which, I mean, I'm not even really going to go there, guys, but just to promote something that we've all seen what happens many times before, paying considerably higher percentages. We all know how that story ends, guys. Unfortunately, guys, if it's given the right commissions, people will do pretty much anything for it. Totally agree. MPT is one of the best appointed in this moment. Great project. Thank you. Thanks, Darren from Jovel. Rachel, I am. You thinking bots too are arbitrary trading? I'll be completely honest with my thoughts, as I always am about bots. I don't like them. The trading team don't like them. The thing with bots, guys, and even arbitrage bots are often misconceived. They're promoted as something that's incredibly safe. Now, the way that arbitrage works is buying, say, BTC in one exchange, selling it in the other. Now, doing this with bots, guys, because of obviously the withdrawal process between different exchanges can take a level of time of which the price changes. You actually have to be holding, say you're doing BTC USDT, and say you were doing it on OKX and Binance. Okay, you actually have to have USDT and BTC in both of those exchanges. Okay, now this exchange, Binance, is going to buy BTC because the price on BTC is lower than what it is on OKX. You sell it. Okay, you make the money from the difference. That's fantastic, but as we've seen, the price of crypto is very volatile and therefore can drop very quickly. When it drops very quickly, you are still holding on to it in one of the exchanges, so you lose your funds as quick as what you actually made them. So the honest answer is no to arbitrage trading because there's not a massive benefit to it. And for bots for trading, no. Bots are really good at the technical analysis, but they can't do fundamental. They don't read the newspapers. They don't see the physical appearance of different things. They don't look into many of the different facilities. That's why, from our perspective, we don't like it. All of our traders are physical traders, real people that, you know, they do their revision. They do follow what's happening in the news. They do look through everything that's going on, as well as doing all of the technical analysis and everything like that. So that's why, you know, their trades are so good. That's why they have such a low loss rate, because they're not. The other thing as well, somebody's asked, a number of people have asked me over the last few days, you know, why is there not loads and loads of trades? Why is there not 5-6 trades a day, guys? Because for the amount of profit that we look to require, of which is 10% per month, as you know, it's you don't need to be doing loads of trades, guys. Okay, so I wouldn't. The way that I'm going to put this to you is to try and think of it in a common kind of sense, direct way. Okay, if Nabil is going to spend 4 or 5 days reviewing a trade, so he's reviewing a market, he's got a trade laid out, he can see, he's looking at probably the daily chart, the 4-hourly chart with reference to this type of trade, right? He's reviewing this, he's looking at it over 4 or 5 days, he's checking the market, doing what it should be at every specific moment, you know, looking for the dip before he goes in with the buy, for example, okay? Checking the news and everything that's going on over those things. He's got 4 or 5 days of research that's going into one trade, okay? Now that trade, he might go in with 15% of the account, and he might be looking to make, I don't know, let's say, making back 10% profit, just saying this for example. Normally he'd at least do 1 for 1. So say he's going to look at using 15% of the, say 10% of the capital fund to make 10%, right? Okay, so he in that one trade can make, say, 10%. Yeah, he's got 4 or 5 days of research that's gone into that one. Lots of the times you see trading signals where they're putting out a trade, 2 trades every hour. All right, which one do you think has done the most research? Which one do you think has the safer trading strategy? Which one do you think is the better one that you really want to be following? You know, the one that's actually spending lots of time lining up everything, making sure, or the ones, there's a famous saying in trading, okay, one of the best and hardest trades that a trader can take is not taking the trade, right? Because it's so easy to want to take the trade. You want to take the trade because you want to see the profit. However, in doing that, you know, it can really pull you towards actually taking trades that otherwise you shouldn't really be taking. So yeah, that's my feelings on that, and that's how we work it for there too. I'm grateful for MPT. Rachel says, is everything all right for long sustainability? Absolutely. Like I said at the beginning, and the honest truth, we are stronger today than what we were the day that we started. Yeah, we are. For a sustainability factor, obviously we've got a reserve fund. Not only have we got actually the funds for the system, not only have we got a reserve fund, but guys, we've got a centralized exchange behind it. We've got a blockchain behind it. We've got Chatterbox, a social media site behind it. We've got Eureka Dex, its own decentralized exchange that's being worked on coming out behind it. We've got a property portal coming out. You know, it's like concrete, quite literally. Sorry, I put a light over the other side of the room. And whenever I look up at the camera, I accidentally end up looking at the light too. Is it mandatory to set 2FA for Eureka X for withdrawal? It's not mandatory. 2FA for emails, you have to do the confirmation for withdrawal, of course, because that's just obviously to prove that for you it's a basic level of protection for yourself. 2FA to your mobile phone or 2FA for an authentication is not it's not mandatory, but I'd always recommend using it on an exchange. It's there, make the most of it. MPT has changed my life, Darren. God bless you and your great administration. I'll be retried in October or November 2021. I've retired. That's meant to go, I guess. Rich, is absolutely brilliant to hear, and I look forward. Very much so. I look forward to seeing you in that retirement. And I'm sure you can spend a little bit of that retirement and you'd be able to come for a beer with me. If BTC drops and I want to make a withdrawal, the withdrawal is based on USDT and then paid with the appropriate Bitcoin, right? Yes, that's absolutely correct. Obviously, the system's based on USDT, so it does on USD. So it doesn't matter if the market's up or the market's down in terms of that. Obviously, we're paying in the USDT. Whatever the BTC equivalent is of that USD at the time. Could almost make it sound like USD doesn't exist already and that it's backed by something like USDT. Hello, sir. Is this website? We don't like the word investment to use there, but is it long-term business? Yes, it is very much so. It's a long-term business. When trading does Nabil sell as well as buying? We only see buying. Okay, so yes, I'm going to explain this as well because this is something that somebody's asked me about, and what you're essentially saying is the difference between longing and shorting. Right. So the easiest way that I can explain this is that, right, if you got $100,000, just for example, that you've got there, and that's what you're using for, say, a BTC USDT market, right? In holding, in holding USDT, right? You would hold USDT if you were anticipating the price of BTC to go down, okay? So that then you could buy BTC at a lower price and sell it when it comes higher, okay? So technically, when you are holding BTC, like what you will see that Nabil's been doing over the last kind of month and a half, well, 4 to 6 weeks, where the market has been going through this nice escalatory drop, Nabil's been holding quite a lot, or rather a lot, of USDT. Now, in him holding that USDT, what he is actually essentially doing, guys, is shorting BTC. Okay, because then he can use that USDT at the bottom to buy in, to come and rise as it's buying up. Okay, in terms of actually shorting it, we do, but not that much, to be honest. Shorting in a market at the minute, we are in a bull run, guys. Okay. We have bearish flags currently, which are turning around, and actually I think we're going to be very, very bullish again. But the overall at the minute, let's say the midterm, is very, very, very bullish. We are in a bull run. We're just in the earlier accumulation stages again of it. So shorting at the minute, it brings quite a level of extra risk. That doesn't mean that it can't be done, and we do it. But we tend to try not to. At the minute, it's a far, far more safer strategy just to buy as much Bitcoin as you can at the low prices, like what we're seeing. Best to get in and out of market quickly than take more risk. So I'm happy with minimal trading. The percentage we are already receiving is life changing. Yeah, exactly, Rachel. And for us, our drive ambition is just to maintain that. To be able to keep it sustainable at that figure, and doing it in a safe way. You know, when you start chasing profits, you also start chasing, and many traders will be able to confirm it. When you start chasing profits, what you are actually doing is just jumping into massive losses. Thank you, Darren, for your reply. Much appreciated. You're always welcome. You can always come across and ask me any questions at all. You're an angel, Darren Bradbury. You saved me about 8 years of work, which that's fantastic. Again, I love to, guys, we love to hear all of these comments as well, like, because this is largely why we do what we do. You know, it's changing lives. Now, I'll talk a little bit about Polaris, actually, about what we're doing other ways in changing lives as well. But, you know, changing lives, and it's mutually beneficial, guys. You know, we're building a great big company. We're doing really well. The company's starting to turn over serious money. Everything is going beautifully, and it's so mutually beneficial. I'll answer these next questions, and then I'm going to carry on to what I was saying about in a minute. You should have an event in London. Yeah, absolutely intend to have an event in London. Was hoping to do one before Christmas, but then this time of year, you know, everything creeps up on you very quickly. But I would like to do one really at the end of November. I am thinking, and I'm obviously from London originally, so I know a number of places there that you could rent. So yeah, hold that thought, because it is something that is being worked on too. You will, Darren, I'm buying you and your family dinner. They will love that. Yeah. Hello, my man. Are you going to introduce MPT app? Are we going to introduce MPT app? It's something that we've been asked a few times, and it's something that we've been asked a few times, and the answer is yes, but don't expect it anytime necessarily too soon. The reason for that is because we've done the mobile version. We did a massive upgrade on the mobile version of the site. So you can do it from mobile anyway. You can do it from computer. Having an app isn't really going to make a huge amount of difference, to be completely honest, in terms of how it all works. And we've got a lot of app developments going on already internally in the company. So we've got apps being developed for Chatterbox. We've got app being developed for Eureka X. So a couple of different apps going on for the actual blockchain and that as well. So yeah, we've already got a lot of apps under development. So probably we will push out all of the apps that we've done that are in development, and then we will look at doing that as an extra. Hello, Ryan. Hope you're well, buddy. Saw your post earlier. You're looking smart. A little bit jealous of the tie, though. Hey, David. Hope you're well. I want to come to London next year, Rachel. It'd be great to see you there too. Any update when Android wallet available for staking purposes? It never will be, guys. Okay. In order to stake, you need to have a node. Okay. In order the wallet, the Eureka wallet, is a node, guys. Okay, it is Eureka wallet quite literally is a node, right? It's a node that you can hold coins in. When they're in there, you have the option, you turn it on and it will stake. You can turn it off and you're just using it as a normal wallet. But remember, the whole point of staking is to have a node that is secure in the blockchain. Eureka holder from day one, and here we are 2 years on. Well done, Darren. Thank you, buddy. That means a lot. We've kept pushing through, as you know. We kept pushing through, and we are today in an absolutely fantastic place. So thank you for that, Ryan, and your support. And yeah, we're on fire, quite literally. Also come to Birmingham to introduce this MPT. I'm sure you will get so many people. I mean, Birmingham isn't too far from you guys. I live in Somerset. So Birmingham, London, they're both kind of about the same. What I would say, guys, the person that was, Eureka, asked about London, Ricardo. Guys, if you've got team members, if you've got prospects in that area, you know, if you want to set up meetings, I'm more than happy to come and I will speak at them or go through. If you want me to do the actual entire presentation, I'm happy to do that. I have absolutely no problem coming along and doing all of that. And if you want to set it up, I mean, obviously the company will actually pay for the hiring the hall or whatever it is, wherever it is you're going to do it. We as the company will do that, but you've got to have enough prospects to kind of make it worthwhile. And then what we would do is that then we will make it a public announcement, and invite everybody to it. Okay, guys. So if you want one in your area, especially if it's in the UK, guys, then do that. Find a suitable place, or you can message me and I'll help you do it. And then if you've got team members around you already, prospects around you, then and you've got a few people that we can then build upon. Okay, and then I will go full out with it and let everybody know, and hopefully pack them out. Hi from Spain, congratulations for your Eureka exchange, good luck, thank you very much. Has MPT exceeded all of your expectations, and are you further on than expected? Honestly, yes, guys. Obviously when we first started it was slow, and it was slow and it was steady, and the reason for that is because so many dynamics, so many of the things around us were still trying to do the what I call the old-fashioned higher type thing, the 3% per day, returning 150, 200, 500%, whatever it would be. And not many people kind of like had the concept of grasp of believing in something, of something actually being sustainable. And we've seen obviously the longer on that it's been going, the more and more we've kind of seen that growth, because people have started to see that something can actually work. So yeah, that's from that aspect, yes, absolutely. Is it further along than what I expected it to be? Kind of. I know how big it can grow. Honestly, I think we're kind of about where I would expect to have been after this amount of time. But yeah, I think obviously that we can still grow massively more than where we are now too. In late fell down in 2021. It would be great to fire my boss. I'll be a homeowner again. God bless you. Thank you very much. And again, I look forward to seeing and hearing of it. Can you use Eureka Wallet in your Android mobile and stake them now? Mohammed, for that one, and I believe that we actually covered this in a chat the other day. I was going to say the best thing to do with that is to actually contact and speak to Nihal. He'll be able to go through all of that with you, because the honest answer is it depends on the requirements of your phone. After that, it's still kind of the processing power and everything kind of that the node does use, as much as it's very little for like a laptop or something like that, or a computer. For a phone, the honest answer is I'm not actually sure. So ask the boffin, the guy that knows everything about the blockchain, because obviously he's the one that actually put the best part of it together. Speak to him and he will be able to give you the thing. Obviously, guys, one of the main things for anybody that's looking, that doesn't know the team, that doesn't already know us all, you can contact any member of the team and you can expect a response. If you don't get a response from any member of the team, then you can contact me and I will put you directly in contact with that member of the team. The whole team is transparent, the whole team is open, the whole team can be contacted at any time. Okay, so like I said, for that one, please do ask Nihal. A little bit more technical than I'm actually sure the answer to. And I ain't gonna stay here and try and act clever and give you the answer when I'm not actually sure. Thanks, you down. I'm planning to retire to Philippines next year because of MPT. That sounds brilliant. And Philippines is a beautiful place with beautiful weather. So I wish you the best there. Okay. Whilst we wait for some more questions coming through and everything like that, I'm going to cover very quickly what's kind of going on with everything else in general. So Chatbox is pretty much very close. Chatbox will be going into a relaunch over the next 2 weeks with the mobile apps and everything rolling out. The Chatterbox token actually will be rolling out as well. The Chatterbox token will obviously be on the Eureka blockchain. The Ethereum version of the token will be exchangeable in Eureka X up against the Chatterbox token on the Eureka blockchain. So yeah, you'll be able to go there. You'll be able to exchange everything across, and then you'll obviously be holding the right one. Remember, out of Chatterbox, 50% of all of the profits directly out of Chatterbox go to buyback and burn of the Chatterbox token. The remaining 50% go to Polaris Universal, of which 50% of all of the profits of Polaris Universal go to buyback and burn on the Eureka coin. So you see, it is a big round. Again, mutually beneficial for everything. It is also going to be the first project that will be running on the Eureka blockchain as a token. And the reason for that as well, obviously, guys, to be completely honest, we want our own project to be first. Some people have said, you know, it's something that we haven't done mass advertising for, really in promotional for projects to actually for projects to go onto our blockchain. Don't panic about that. That will be something that will be coming. But for us, we want to put the Chatterbox on there first because it's our project. Primarily, obviously, it's our project. But also, if there is any, it will give us a chance to, in a live environment, be able to do full maintenance over the blockchain and just see how make sure everything goes smoothly. And then, obviously, we will be open to anything really being developed on it. Of course, anything can be developed on it right now. They could beat us to it, but with our support, let's say, we'll be doing afterwards. Any marketing videos coming? So marketing videos, we've got hundreds of marketing videos. I mean, I'm actually marketing now as well, to be honest. But yeah, if you, from a marketing aspect, guys, the marketing videos, yes, we've got loads of marketing videos that are going to be coming out across YouTube. And we've got publisher status as well on YouTube actually now as well. So that's really good. That's mutually driving traffic to us as we're driving traffic elsewhere. So yes, we will be hitting YouTube hard, very, very hard, in fact. For marketing videos, other than that, lives and things I will be doing. But remember, the most important thing will be every single week I will be doing the webinar, of which we'll be going through, and that will be for brand new prospects to come and watch that, to see what my passive trades is, what it's all about. You know, it will answer all their questions. It will show them kind of what it is and what it actually works for, as well as the touching on all of the other elements of Polaris Universal as well. Do you see ERK going to $1 in the next 3 to 4 months? My target is actually within 6 months. For it to reach $1. That's my personal target, but I think that I could be well impressed with that before too. We'll be able to use ERK and MPT. Yes, the idea is to be able to use ERK and MPT. It will be a separate wallet, so kind of like Perfect Money is now, so it'll be ERK in, ERK out. What's the reason for the price of Eureka token going down so much? Obviously, the price did shoot up to something ridiculously high because a member made a small error in a buy order and bought one very, very high. Then it kind of started coming down, started stabilizing. It is low at the minute, guys, and the reason that it's low at the minute is obviously where I imagine where people got it for free for joining the exchange and things like that. That people that just haven't really looked into what the project is, looked into any kind of hindsight with it, and have decided to just try and get some quick money. So to be honest with you, it really doesn't matter to us because it's just more that we will buy up quicker when we do our buyback and burns. So it's really not of any conscious fear to us whatsoever. It just means that we get more out of circulation, which means that those in circulation become worth more quicker. What is the easy way to get in touch with you, just in case I have a lot of people in Birmingham who want who want to hear from you. Ricardo, just message me on Facebook, buddy. I'm always open. You'll be able to contact me easily. What's the reason for the Eureka coin going down so much? Just on that. Can I have a brief Can I have a brief explanation, sir? Ion, get the videos. Replying to David. Let's see what David said. Will we be able to use Eureka in thing? Okay, so yeah, I answered that one a minute ago. I'm sorry, John Gilbert, if I haven't got your question right, I'm sorry, please do answer it again. I don't mind manual rebuying of packs. In fact, it's a pleasure, but could there be an automatic option in the future, or perhaps it would be a legal issue? It's not a problem of it being a legal issue as such, because it is something that you would set. But remember, we do sell advertising, particularly the login ads. So for the login ads, the banner ads, the text ads, it's really beneficial people actually coming and visiting the site every day. If people didn't, then obviously lots of, especially like the login ads and that, they wouldn't really be seen so much. So yeah, it's to ensure that, I suppose you can say that on a legal issue, that we are delivering the product to. Is it still good to last another 1 to 2 years? Absolutely. I see no reason why, to be honest. Rachel Kelder's point of ad packs are to log in so people see other opportunities. Exactly. Remember, guys, when you're actually purchasing the packs, obviously you are purchasing advertising. Primarily you are purchasing advertising. So with that advertising, you're getting login ads, you're getting banner ads, you're getting text ads, you're also getting stuff into the traffic exchange. Now, with the traffic exchange, we actually take the link for the traffic exchange, because there is, as you will go see when you go to the site, you can actually go to that without logging in. We take that, guys, we put that into other traffic exchanges. Okay, so some of the really big traffic exchanges, because we get it in bulk as well, we get bulk orders with them. So I mean, for us, it's not massively expensive, and we can drive loads and loads of traffic through the actual traffic exchange as well. So that's why you kind of get views and that in there too. Because remember, there is no requirement to surf. It's not a requirement to surf. Oh, that makes sense. Very good to see you cooked another thing. Big player like Oracle is spreading on YouTube. No longer to join now because there is risk not to make ROI. Are you worried about this person going? I'm absolutely not. Not worried about it in the slightest, guys. We've first and foremost, we've got bigger leaders in the system anyway. It isn't actually that big a promoter for a start. Judging based on what done over that period, I really wouldn't say so. I think it's just the fact that it's something that's real. Like I said, it's something that's real. It's something that's based on real figures. It's something that isn't the usual kind of 2-3% that see regularly across that channel. So no is the honest answer. I'm not worried at all. Hasn't made any difference to us so far, and don't anticipate it to make any difference to us too. We don't need people that are going to. We don't need people with negative mindsets in the company anyway. So I say good riddance, really. Moving on. MPT is not going anywhere. MPT family, long live Dan Bradbury. Exactly, guys. The site is incredibly sustainable. We've proved it across the space of a year. We've only got more income streams being added to it, so we're only getting stronger and stronger by the day. Can't find my referrals on ERK Exchange. Okay, we do have tutorials for all of these type of things as well. So, I mean, you should be able to just go to your dashboard, go to my profile, go to the side, and you'll be able to go in and see. And you should be able to see them across on the side. But if you can't, then message support. and they will guide you and probably send you the tutorial too, I should think. Hey, I just saw you live, not sure if it's been asked, but what's the reason for the EurekaX withdrawal delay to offline wallet? Okay, Jan, I started with this, buddy. It's because there was a small issue with regarding to the withdrawals and a couple of issues with deposits into EurekaX. Is where the wallets are all set up. Obviously, they've got so many security parameters and everything around them. It caused a bit of an issue, a bit of a bug. If you haven't already, you will receive it very, very soon because they have all been sent. So yeah, you'll get them very, very soon if you haven't already. But it has now been fixed, so there should be no further problems with that. Why is it I don't see any text ads or banner ads anywhere on the MPT site anymore? Is it just me? There are some. They're on different. There are some. Some of them are on different pages. We are having a lot more added in a lot more different places throughout the site. We did remove some last week whilst a lot of the upgrades were going on. We did remove some in order to be able to add them back in a better designed format. So probably over the next 7 days, you can kind of see them coming down. Hi Darren, asking permission if allowed to post any social media. If you can post any of our businesses on social media, yeah, absolutely. Will there be more ways to earn on MPT in future? Not sure. To be quite honest, probably not. You know, the way that it works and the structure that it works in, and the sustainability factor with it, I don't think so. It's got a trading school of which teaches, you know, how to actually trade. It's got a very sustainable plan there. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't want to go and add things to it just for the sheer sake of adding things to it. There's no need to. Yeah, it does what it says on the tin, and that's what we're happy with it doing. Great initiative. We're praying and hoping MPT get bigger and stronger. Thank you. No doubts that it will. Excited about the future of MPT. Thank you very much. So we. All right, guys, I will just leave it. Go ahead, ask all of your questions. Any questions that you've got left, because I'm going to kind of wrap it up in about 5 minutes, guys. So I will do one last quick shooting through about answering all the things, and then we will take it from there. Amen. We're happy, and thanks to the whole team. I feel elated just being here in my 6th month. Pleasure to have you, Sheila. Thank you for your response, Darren. You're very welcome, buddy. Not necessary to change anything in MPT. Don't fix what isn't broken. Exactly. What are the advantages of holding Eureka coin? Okay, right. The advantages of holding Eureka coin. In itself, this is a deflationary currency. Therefore, that means that for every single time a transaction happens, 10% of the transaction fee is actually burnt out of circulation. Therefore, instead of even like BTC and Ethereum, in the current stage, every day there's more coming in, or every time there's a block created, there's more coming into circulation. Eureka is the opposite. Every time the transactions in a block are completed, we're actually burning out of circulation. So therefore, the supply of it constantly drops, which makes it more scarce, which means that obviously that has a big impact on the price. Additionally to that, we have a buyback and burn. 50% of all of the profits, 50% of all of the profits of Polaris Universal are used to buy back and burn on the coin. Okay, so again, removing more out of circulation against increasing demand, therefore, that makes that obviously brings more value to the coins in circulation, in supply. Okay, the blockchain in itself, Eureka coin, is used as gas. So like with the Ethereum blockchain, you use Ethereum as gas if you wanted to send any tokens anywhere. Anything that's built on the blockchain, we have the same, so that brings a use case for it there. It is also a base market in Eureka X exchange, so everything is paired against it. So there will be, we anticipate there to be hundreds of markets actually paired against the ERK as well. The technology behind it in itself, it is the best of Ethereum blockchain with the virtual machine, which is like the part that allows you to build tokens over it, projects, dApps, etc. And it's also got the best of BTC. So that means that when such things like Lightning Network come in, we will actually be able to take the code and we'll be able to implement Lightning Network into Eureka. So yeah, massive advantages there in just holding it. You can stake it, okay, so you can actually earn passively, so that every single time a block goes through with transactions, okay, just like kind of mining, except for with Eureka, you can actually mine just with your computer, okay, so mobile phone, obviously, as was discussed earlier, that's a possibility. But yeah, you can do it on your, let's say for your computers, you can download a node, you stake coins in the node, and you can actually earn passively via helping to secure the network that way as well. So yeah, there's loads and loads of different reasons, loads of different use cases for it as well, that will all be coming into about as well. Obviously, it's going to be accepted in my passive trades, loads and loads of different reasons, different values for it. I want to kindly ask if our website could be redesigned into a more user-friendly, especially on phones. The site is very easy to navigate, guys, and user-friendly anyway. So I don't know if we would do a full redesign, to be honest. Obviously, ongoing tweaks. Nothing can be perfect. So ongoing tweaks, but in general, no, we won't be. Just want to say what a great job you're doing, Darren. Thank you, Paul. Much appreciated. Where can we buy Eureka coins? You can buy them on Eureka X. It's currently paired against BTC, USDT, but also actually it's paired against Dodge, Litecoin, Stellar, Ripple, everything that is listed on there, because the ERK is one of the base markets, everything is listed against it. I am happy with MPT, to be quite frank. I'm really thankful for this opportunity, and I will do my best to bring new members, as I've never seen any programs out there that are open and transparent like MPT. Ricardo, much appreciated. Thank you for your support. And of course, if I can do anything to help and support you, just got to let me know. We were on a personal Zoom with him today, meeting him here in Dublin soon. Yeah, very much true. I intend with my missus to actually go across to Ireland very soon. So I'm going to meet up with the Irish guys over there as well. And yeah, we were on a call. And guys, I do this a lot as well. Like, so if you're building teams, if you want to have a call with your team, if you want me to join that call so they can talk to me, they can ask me questions directly, that's absolutely fine. I don't mind, just message me and we will schedule that in. I do a lot of those interviews. I do a lot of interviews, so anything like that, guys. If you want any of those things, then obviously just message me and we'll set it up. That's not a problem. Was the site being worked on earlier today? Got in a few. I couldn't get in a few hours ago. It said 524 error. It's working fine. And no, guys, that wasn't actually because of work going on. It was genuinely just a tiny little bit of downtime from the server. Wasn't expected works. From now, guys, if there is expected works, we will actually post it through. I mean, if I explain how server setup one I am as well, with the site is actually based across different servers. So we've got servers for the back end, servers for the front end, servers for database, you know, so all of these servers are obviously constantly corresponding with one another as well. So like what we had earlier, it literally was just a little glitch. One got one little glitch. It just needed rebooting. That one rebooted, came back into contact with the others, all running nice and smoothly and safely again. Unfortunately, with technology, it happens sometimes very quickly. But yeah, nothing to panic about. No worries, Rich. Very welcome, buddy. Right. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up there because it's been an hour and approaching an hour and 2 minutes, and I'm sure that you are as bored of me as I am at looking at myself. So yeah, guys, thank you for everybody for coming along tonight. You know, we've gone through a lot, covered a lot. As always, if you want to, you can always contact me. If you want an interview with me, then that's fine. If you want a team call with me, then that's fine too. If you want to do, especially in the UK, if I say in the UK for this year at least, for the rest of this year at least anyway, if you're in the UK and you want me to do a meeting, or if you want to hold a physical meeting somewhere and you want me to come along, that's absolutely fine. Try and see about the other team doing so too as well. But do message me if you're in other countries and you want to do them as well, because there's a good chance that we might have a member of the team that will be nearby that will be able to come along too. We don't mind traveling. That's not a problem as well. If some parts of Europe, you know, as well, I can obviously travel to as well. Never bored of you, Rich. You're sucking up to me now, eh? Nah, guys. Yeah, if you got meetings, anything like that, you know, then if you want me to come along, I'm more than happy to do any of those things. Okay, so just contact me. If you got any projects that you know want to get listed on exchanges, any cryptos, speak to the admins first, guys. Ask them just to contact us through the site. I mean, we do have a listing fee, guys, but it's like a listing fee is $3,000, which is like cheaper than really anything else out there. But also in for that $3,000, we got a PR company, PR Buzz Marketing. We have actually got an official partnership with them as well, so that they will actually be doing a PR campaign that goes out to like 200-300 different news outlets. And it's worth like $1,500. Okay, and that actually comes inside theirs. And the real reason that we ensure that every one of them that's coming through has that is so that we can guarantee that they're going to get a level of traffic, so that when they are listed, there's going to be a level of volume for them, and it's not just going to kind of be sat there without any volume at all. How about MPT fathering, i.e. holiday hangout? A holiday hangout. David, I'm not quite sure what you mean there, mate, to be honest. If you mean like a holiday kind of get together, everybody getting together, then yeah, absolutely. You know, that is something that we can do. Somewhere preferably hot, because in England at the minute, this time of year, hot is a distant memory. Sheila, amen. Cheers, Darren. Great call. Yeah, no, thank you. That was a great call earlier. And like I said earlier, anything else I can help with, just let me know. Trev Baker, great, keep up the great work. Thank you, buddy. Peter said great. Conference meetup scheduled for 2020. Yes, we will have a number of conferences going through 2020. Glad to be with you, Darren. Glad to have you with us, Mohammed. Thanks, Darren and team. Great work. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for your support. It's amazing. Remember, as I always say, massive thank you to all of the team as well, and all of the respect that everybody shows all of the team too. I couldn't have done this without the amazing team behind me and without all of the amazing support from all the members. So a massive thank you to everybody. Like I said, we've gone through, we've covered absolutely loads tonight, so I'm going to knock it on the head now. I don't think I can stare at this screen for much longer, to be honest. So I'm going to leave it there. Like I said, if you need to contact me, of course, always do so. That's it. Goodbye for now. Hope I answered all your questions. And remember, business presentation on Thursday or Friday, and likely it will be Monday, because I know Bill's traveling back home. Likely it will be Monday that we will do the full Hangout webinar where we get all of the team on, we go through, we'll show all of the trading, everything that's been going on in amongst the accounts, everything like that. Okay. So massive thank you to everybody, and we will speak again very soon. Goodbye for now. Before we go, David, kids are very, very good. They're asleep upstairs, so I better not speak too loud. Right, goodbye, guys. Thank you.